This video focuses on children's sleep development, describing normal patterns, individual variation, and how those caring for young children in early education and care services respond to changing and dynamic sleep needs. We view this change through the eyes of young children attending early education and care services and their educators. Children's development follows a pattern. However, there is also a wide range of normal. For example, in physical development across the first year of life, children have key milestones. They roll over, then sit, stand, then walk. But the range of normal is huge. Learning to walk, for example, varies from 8 to 18 months, a huge 10-month difference. It's similar with sleep. Across the first 5 years of life, children have multiple sleep-wake cycles, then have daytime naps with more sleep at night, and eventually all sleep happens at night and naps cease. The normal amount of sleep and age of cessation of napping varies enormously, however. A range of individual and family factors influence children's developing sleep patterns.
Depending on the day, if it's really hot, the weather, or if there's been something really busy throughout the centre, if they've had big weekends or a restless night's sleep at home, sometimes we recognise that they might be needing a sleep earlier in the day, or if they're not usually a day sleeper, sometimes they are actually needing that sleep. Parents let us know as well if they would like us to give their child an earlier sleep or a sleep in general, if they've had a busy night or a busy weekend. Sometimes their behaviour changes. We recognise that they're getting a bit tired if they've become a little bit emotional or rubbing their eyes and different cues like that.
I think making them comfortable in their environment, giving them that time. If they might need a bit of a cuddle before they go down for the sleep, some babies need a bit of a pat. It's just spending that time and really developing that relationship with the child so they feel comfortable.
For babies, families and educators need to respond to the child's sleep cues, as appropriately timed sleep is critical for growth and learning. Communication of tiredness is through behaviour and not words.
Normally when a child starts to become tired, we can see losing their patience, crying, rubbing their eyes, pulling at the ears, becoming clingy and wanting more of my attention. So when I start seeing some of those factors, I sort of keep a closer eye on the child and make sure I see more than just once. So if I see it 2 or 3 times, then I go and talk to the child and say, look, you're looking sleepy, and then they might start nodding and they might start being able to communicate that they're tired, they want to sleep.
No child's expected to sleep the same time or go down to bed at the same time. We recognise that some children don't sleep or sleep short periods of time, or perhaps are the last to go to sleep, but they do need a sleep. And each day that might be different too. You've got to accommodate all those different things to help them settle.
Into the toddler years, we see the need for day sleep decrease. However, this may vary across contexts too. Busy social environments like early education and care may increase the child's need for sleep, but busier environments may also be those that reduce the child's ability to sleep. Educators need to deal with individual child needs. While some services schedule a standard sleep time, it may not be the case that all children can sleep. There is a need to provide for sleepers and non-sleepers. By age 3, 50% of children no longer require a sleep, and being made to lie down for sleep may not be appropriate practice. It may be stressful rather than restful. Consulting with the child about their sleep needs and providing restful alternatives in their early childhood education and care service is important, particularly for those in full-day programs. While children's sleep follows a normative developmental path from multiple sleeps per day to one night's sleep, the rate of transition varies and requires responsive care from educators and parents to ensure adequate duration and quality of sleep. Communication between educators and parents is an essential part of responsive provision and is taken up in video 2, where we look at partnerships between parents and educators.